Hey guys, I'm back. It's been a while, but I'm here today filming a video for you guys. I'm going to be painting these nails. I was just doing a couple courses in school, and now that I'm finished, I have all the time again to make more content for you guys. Before we get into painting, I'm going to show you guys this yogurt jeweling collection that Sweetie Nail Supply sent me. It comes with a swatch card and 6 gorgeous jewel tone cat eyes that I'm so excited to try out. I'm thinking I might use this set for my nails. I might want to use this like silvery cat eye color. Let's get into it. All of my little swatch guys are ready. I've got a magnet, and let's start painting. This is the first color, MG77. That is a gorgeous silver. This one looks pretty silky, but it definitely has some like larger little glitters in it. So I think it's like a mixture of glitter and silky. So let's give that a try. Okay, it is pretty sheer. So for that first layer, I'm just gonna like demagnetize it, but you can already see those glitters are so, ooh, this is silky. I'm just gonna flash cure it for now. I can tell that the glitter in these polishes is definitely gonna move fast, so just make sure if you're working with this to cure it once you get the design that you want. Okay, I'm just going in with the second layer. Oh, do you guys see that? With these really silky cat eyes, I like to kind of play around with the magnet a bit before I kind of shape the magnet particles where I want them to be, because they can look kind of streaky at first, but I think once you play around with it a bit, then they start to move better. Okay, I think I'm gonna cure her like that. That has a really fun shift. Okay, so first color out of the collection is a gorgeous silvery. The next color we have is this. I'm assuming it's gonna be like a gold kind of color. Oh yeah, this is like a really pretty champagne gold. These colors are looking really sheer, so I think these would work really well with like a color underneath. Ah, that is so gorgeous. I love how vibrant these like magnet particles are in these, because sometimes they can be a little bit quiet, you know, but these are loud. You can see these ones for sure. You can kind of see while I'm curing it, it has those like glitters in there. I wonder if they're reflective. They look kind of reflective. The next one is MG79. I'm not sure what to expect of this color, but let's see. I haven't even opened these yet. This one's like a really pretty brownish, coppery kind of gold color. I actually really like this one. I'm not much of a gold girl, but this is really pretty. This one's giving like autumn vibes. And with that like clear silvery shift. Wow. Do you guys see that? That's incredible. Yogurt Nail, you guys are doing your thing. Okay, the next color is a pinky color. I think this one's gonna be like a nice kind of rose gold tone. Ooh, look at that. She's definitely like a mauve. Okay, wait, this one's way prettier out of the bottle on the nail. Pretty. That is so pretty. This one's the 5th color in the collection, and I already know this one's probably gonna be one of my favorites. This color looks almost like a gray toned pink, but it could be deceiving in the bottle, so let's see how it looks on the nail. It's kind of purpley almost. Like a very muted pink, dusty kind of grayish pink. I honestly thought that this color would be a little more pink from just when I seen it in the advertising and on the website. It looked a lot more pink to me, but this is like a gray almost, like a gray purple. Like they kind of match. Last but not least, we have this MG82. It looks like it's gonna be a purple color. Ooh, yep, that's a purple. You can tell like these first layers are almost clear. That's why it's good to like demagnetize them and then do a second layer, because then you get a little more color payoff. I really want to try that like ball of fire cateye kind of effect. I just have to buy the ball, of course. I feel like these colors would look so incredible with that. These are the swatches. I'm just gonna top coat these now, and I'm gonna get them onto the display card that the set came with. I just put all the colors down on the color card, and they look so good together. I definitely didn't cure this one fast enough, so you can definitely tell this one's not as sharp as the other ones, but it still looks so good. I love this collection. If you guys want to try out this set for yourselves, you can use my code Nessie10 at Sweetie Nail Supply. I'll leave a link in the description as well if you guys want to check this set out. I'm really interested to see how these cat eyes layer with in other colors. Like if you put like a lighter pink underneath this one, how that would kind of shift the color. Okay, finally it's my turn. I just turned the heater on, so I'm sorry if that's a little noisy. Hopefully it's not too bad. Since I had these on for a couple days, I'm just cleaning them with alcohol. I made this mood board for my set today. This is kind of the inspo that I'm going for. So I really loved this nail. I love this like greenish cat eye with the pink polka dots. So I think what I'm going to do is try and use this MG77, the first color in that yogurt jeweling collection. And then I think I'm going to layer it with either this Bivouac shade. It is DS06. It's from the Once in a Summer collection. Or I'm going to try this Love Switch 10 polish. I think this one's definitely more like a yellowy green, and this one's kind of more a jade green, so I think this will get me closer to this kind of color. I also really loved this idea kind of the dotted patterns and swirls. I've been really obsessed with polka dots, but I've done like regular polka dots so many times. So I'm like, maybe I'll switch it up and do kind of like dotted swirls, kind of like that. I'm gonna surprise my bae with his initial on my nail. And I also really love this. I might do one of those like on my thumb. And I also love this kind of like chain situation going on here. We'll see how I'm feeling after all is said and done, but this is the inspo. Guys, this is my first time filming one of these overhead demo shots. This is definitely a learning curve for me, and I'm just trying something new, so bear with me if the video is completely out of focus. You gotta have the flash cure on standby. I'm just gonna hide where my natural nail is, because these are clear and that doesn't always look too cute. To do this, I like to use the Dino poster gel in white and a dotting tool and picker up tool and the sponge. So what I do is I take a little bit on a dotting tool and I just kind of dot it into the sponge. Also, I wiped the inhibition layer off of my nails because I find this step a lot easier when the nails are not sticky, because then the sponge doesn't kind of like stick into it. That looks so much better. Now I'm just gonna go in and cure this. We're gonna take the silver from the Yogurt Jeweling collection. That's the one coat. I'm going to demagnetize this. I'm just gonna try and work the magnet until they're kind of more glassy like I want them. Ooh, I don't know what kind of like magnet pattern I want to do. I kind of like that. The way it took me 20 minutes to figure out how to magnetize this is not even okay. There's just so many fun things you can do with it in so many fun ways. Like the glitters are just really easy to work with. So I played around with that for like 20 minutes, settled on this kind of condensed at the tip. I'm gonna go in with this Divock color. This color is really nice and syrupy, so I think it would layer really nicely over this. One thing I will say, when I was working with this on my nail versus the swatch tips, I will say if your shape is not perfect underneath, it will show, and since the gel is a little bit thicker, you might need to wait for it to kind of self-level a little bit so it doesn't look streaky. If you magnetize it too fast, you can kind of see where you painted it. Okay. Yeah, this is really pretty. This kind of mutes the cat eye just a little bit. I definitely wouldn't go in with like a second layer, but I think that one layer looks really pretty with the cat eye underneath. is so pretty. It's like a really muted green. I feel like the pink will just stand out so nicely on top. This is the D-Gel Disney painting collection. I'm not sure if they still sell it, but this is the Piglet color. And I'm gonna go in with a dotting tool to do those little swirls. I think I'm gonna use a large one for now. Okay, I'm realizing this might not be the right type of gel to use for this specific design. I feel like I need something a little runnier for polka dots. What I ended up doing was using a little bit of polish thinner and just mixing it in. I honestly couldn't find something in my collection that was perfect as this color for this design, so just a little bit of nail polish thinner, and now she's definitely much easier to work with. Don't mind my palette back there. It obviously has seen some better days. Cute! Finally finished painting the dots, painting the color. I didn't think it was gonna take that long, but it did. I would honestly leave it here, but I did want to add some like details. So I'm just gonna do like a little wing on this thumb and then a P on this thumb. I'm gonna use the little like caviar beads, and I'm gonna do that right now. And then I'm probably honestly just gonna leave them like that because I really like this. How I'm gonna do this is I'm just gonna use this Bandy overlay gel. This is kind of like a thicker no wipe top coat. I'm just gonna paint this in a small area, not all over the nail, just kind of where I want those caviar beads to be. I might have to come back once I finish this because my camera is dying. Okay, so I finished it and I realized that it's backwards than what I wanted it. I kind of wanted it like this, like facing me. I'm probably just gonna keep it because like it's still my way when I go like this. I'm just top coating these. I used the Bandy top gel for these nails, and this one I'm going to use the overlay gel. I think you guys saw that I used it to place these beads. I wouldn't recommend that because it was self-leveling really well, so I kept having to like readjust the beads, which is why it took so long. But something like this is really good for over top of this type of design because it'll really lock it in. This does like an overlay over top of a design and acts kind of like a builder gel and a top gel all in one. I'm gonna go ahead and finish the other hand off camera, ready for the transition. If you guys made it here to the end of the video, I just want to thank you so much for watching, and if you want to support, please leave a comment, like this video, or you can subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys next time.